Good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? I am live and it's May 27th and I'm about to start to finish Patti. Patricia, like there's a couple more people that I still have to finish, so that's what I'm going to be doing. It should be live and I'm waiting for the screen to come up. It says I'm live, so just a little bit delayed, I think. I'm just going to keep refreshing and hopefully it will come up. Let's see. Is anybody here this morning? Oh, there you go. Now I can see what I'm going to be drawing and painting. What a messy table I have. That's okay. I am also an hour early and I apologize to those of you who haven't seen that message. I will leave this as a recording as long as I don't ask too many personal questions. Hi, Julie. Good morning. Hi, Meryl. Meryl? Oh my goodness, Meryl. It's 5 o'clock your time. Good for you. And I'm glad you saw my message. All right, let's have a look. I need artists in April, and then I will go back to the flowers and put some flowers behind her. I also have Marielle to do. That's going to be done at some point too, maybe tomorrow, but this one is going to be first. Yesterday was fun. Thank you for joining. Sarah, I saw you were there. Meryl, did you come to Sam's? I don't know if I saw you. We heard Sarah. Sarah spoke up about the left-handed toothbrush brushing. Thanks, Sarah. And we did this image upside down. How did all of yours turn out upside down? And this image was done upside down and with my non-dominant hand. We thought we would have fun, but I really like the light in this one. I may finish this one. I think it will be quite a fun one to finish. No, but you did register. Okay, fantastic. And Julie says, can't wait to hear the replay. Your image is great. Thank you. Sam's was beautiful, like really beautiful as well. It was beautiful. She's an incredible draftswoman. I want to get that necklace on here as well. Okay, I have a lot of lines on Patti, so I'm going to take a few lines away and then get started in the painting. It was beautiful. All right. How is everybody this morning? I guess, no, it's not morning. It's afternoon already for France. Just taking a little bit of this away because it's very, very pencil-y. And I just don't want it to be muddying up my gouache. So that's what I'm doing. And Patricia added a photo of this little pup here. I have to change the face a little bit, so I'm going to be doing that as well. Julie says, I just came out of one of the life sessions of the day. Was great. Oh, yes. Fantastic. I was thinking maybe I'll sign up to Draw Brighton for the summer. I thought that may be a really good idea. I only got pissed off because someone asked for the camera to be closer when no one does it when it's a male model. Oh. Well, that's strange. They are on all summer. Yeah, I may do it so that I can add a few life drawing sessions into my art and practice my life drawing. Okay, let's just get some color on Patti, and then I'll see where I go with that. Also, I need to find some flowers. I don't think, did anyone post any flowers for today, for the 29th? I know that I've missed a couple, so I can probably go back and have a look. Maybe I'll do that this way. And I have to draw Janice as well. Who did you draw Janice with? Did you draw Janice with a dog? Any dog? I think, Meryl, you were looking at that, weren't you? Julie says, but Lith Caster did great poses. Oh, great. Lilith, sorry. It's Lilith. Lilith. Okay. Flowers which I haven't done are... Let's have a look. I don't think I've done Elvira's flowers, and they're really beautiful. I also haven't done Christina's or Marianne's. I do love Clover. Clover could be good, or what was this one? These are beautiful. I don't know what they're called. Did she put? Yes, the Aquilega vulgaris. So pretty. Bird of Paradise. I don't think I didn't. Oh, maybe Bird of Paradise would be great for Patti. I do like those. Maybe I'll do these. Okay. So I'm going to do the background then first. Meryl says, I drew Janice with a dog from Unsplash. Okay. Good to know. I'm a little tired. I bumped my head yesterday. I was cleaning and getting something off the floor. It was like fluff from Piper. And we have the kitchen, on the other side of the kitchen, there's like a little bar area. And I was like getting something. And then I stood up quickly and whacked my head on the bar area from underneath. And there's a little, I don't know if I was concussed, but I don't think so. I didn't throw up or anything, but I went to bed very early and yeah, just didn't feel myself, and I've got a massive bruise on my head, which sucks. So I thought I should probably take it easy last night and didn't do any computer work. The TV was in the background, but I fell asleep, so. Anyway, that was my evening. How was your evening? I had plans on doing so much work as well. That did not happen. Just using up some of my paint from yesterday. Okay. I guess I can go in. His nose was a little shorter. I just need some background color so that I can get the flowers on. Yeah, it was a little bit ouchy. I've done it before also, like we have stacked washing machine and dryer, and I've taken things out of the dryer, left the door open by mistake, and then gone to take the stuff out of the washing machine and like come up suddenly and whacked my head. I guess I should probably pay more attention to what's above me when I'm actually like moving around. I don't know. I always think that I'm a lot, and I mean, that counter was obviously shorter than I was. I was going to say, I feel like I'm shorter than a lot of things, but that was, yeah. Anyway, it was silly. Silly, silly. As we know, things. Oh, Julie, how was your, maybe I shouldn't ask on YouTube. Or wear a helmet when you clean up. That's such a good idea. I was going to ask Julie how your meeting with the doctor was about your foot. Does he just look at it and make sure that everything is good? If you don't want to say anything, you can wait until Friday and then I can ask you on Friday. So, Leslie sent me photos of, I think it was Greece. She sent me photos of Greece. So we're going to do Greece on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. A lot of people are busy this weekend, and I figured this way some people may be able to make it because it's early morning, and Europe may be able to make it, and also Australia. I know that it's late Saturday night, but they may be able to make it. So it'll be 7 a.m. on Saturday. We'll do another world, and it'll be Greece. And I know it's not Leslie's world, but she has some beautiful photos. And I said, absolutely, it is somebody's world. She was just there, so that's why she took some photos. So if you can make it, fantastic. If you can't, you will get the recording. But I will send a Luma invite out. I'll send a Luma invite out for everybody. I will help you, Julie. I'll help you make a time lapse. Absolutely. Oh, Julie says leg is better. Great. Had an x-ray and everything's on track. Wonderful. That's fantastic. Because that's kind of scary, right? Like if it wasn't healing right. So that's great. Okay. Bird of paradise. You are beautifully orange. And I'm not getting the right orange. And maybe I should have done blue behind you to make you even brighter. That's right, when I get some contrasting oranges on here, then I should be all right. I'm going to do one this way as well. Julie says, I met someone who had the same fractures and hers is not healing, so I feel lucky. Well, you were extremely good at 1, doing your exercises, 2, resting. I'm sure that really did help, the whole like resting period. So, you know, maybe the other person didn't listen as well to their doctor. Can you hear my computer? Like, it's a massive hum right now. I don't know. When I get back from England, I'm gonna look into needing to get a new one or using my kid's laptop, but I don't think it's as fast. That's the only thing. Like, you have to be aware of things that are outdated as well now, which, I mean, you always have had to, but it just, if it's a faster processor, I think it works better for certain things. I'm just taking the idea of this bird of paradise flower, and the blue is going to be a different element in the piece. Julie says yes. Well, she's older. I think she was careful, but something went wrong from day one after surgery, apparently, for her. It's kind of like you, right? Like, if you hadn't gone back and had the surgery, it wouldn't have healed the same, would it? Oh, let's put some green leaves in here as well. Meryl, I've got your squeaky chair. My chair is like super squeaky right now. I've been looking at things that I can do in 1 week when I go over to England. It's, you know, it's really difficult to plan too much because I want to spend time with my family. So I probably will just do London 1 day and that be all. So I have to try and squeeze in as much as I can in London. I've been seeing if there's any exhibitions that I want to go and see. I'm missing the summer exhibition by just 7 days. I can't believe it. I didn't really think to, well, I couldn't go at any other time, so unless I go back in the summer, we'll see. But yeah, I'm missing it. Okay, let's get on to Patti and then I can come back. Unless I've got a red that I can mix into my... I don't love when I use these palettes. I need to get one of those little containers that Shivam has, and I think Jen got one when she went down to Santa Fe to do her marigoda, and you put the gouache in there just to keep it wet. Like, I think it's great that it reactivates, but it does get a bit crumbly. Anyone else have that problem? Meryl says she changed hers. You changed your gouache? Okay, I'm gonna go back to Patti. Remember, there's a little bit of a delay, so if I... Oh, you changed your chair. Okay, thank you. So now it's not squeaky anymore? Here. All right, I need to add a few colors. Permanent yellow deep. I don't know, I'm running out of the colors that I really need. I have canola yellow. I have cadmium yellow. Shouldn't be using too much cadmium. And I have primary yellow. Okay, I'll use the primary yellow right now. And all my my reds are drying up. It's not good. Like my operas are drying up. And I need more blues. I do have the set from Silky. This is cobalt. And this is also extreme. Oh no, this is good. Okay. All right. I have my primaries. That's all really I'm going to work with. Sometimes working with a limited palette, actually a lot of times working with a limited palette is much better. Or limited colors, because really those colors can do everything. Let's just try and seeing as I've got my opera and my yellow, I just want to get that beautiful fluorescent orange that you can get with those two colors, which I think will be beautiful on, that's better, on the Bird of Paradise. For July, I was thinking, because I'm here, what do you think about working on a calendar, like that we can get published, like individual calendars, but setting a theme that you want to work on and then creating a calendar together. And this way, if you want to print it and get it printed for next year, because usually people start either producing, selling, advertising their calendars in like October. So I was thinking that may be a really great project to do together in the summer. And we can still do the color, the limited color in July. I think it would be really fun to do something like that. Hi Martina, how are you? Anyway, it's just an idea. I thought that would be something. Either you pull up different images from all the work that you've done. Maybe you make a compilation of images for a calendar, or you set yourself a new theme. I really like the idea also of making a family recipe calendar. I thought that would be nice, and illustrating it. Something that maybe you can do for your family. Okay. Let's just get a little bit of this for the bird of paradise. I'm drawing the bird of paradise, and I was just about to start Patricia, but I want to put another element on top of here. They had these like teardrop things. That were blue. I'm using all my blue. Hi, Amy. People are getting the memo that we're on early. Sorry, everybody. I have to. My husband's pick up from the dealer. He has to take his car in to get looked at, and he starts work at 8, so he's taking it in at 7 or 7:15. So he could have got a shuttle, but I said no, it's okay, I'll just drive down with him or in my car and then pick him up. Okay, that one's really big, which means I'm gonna just go a little bigger with some of these. It's probably just as well that I'm working on the background before I start Patty's hair and the dog, because I don't want them to be obscuring the background. Love the idea of a calendar, because I always do my own calendar with my paintings, drawings and photos. Fantastic. I think that would be really great. We just have to come up with a theme, or pick a theme that you really love. Like I can imagine C, you're not here yet. I hope C got the memo that we were going to be on. Maybe someone can message her and say, you do know Sharazan already. But I can imagine C doing calendar of, and you could do weekly. I love the weekly calendar because I need more space. I don't love the monthly calendar. Like I like the overview, but I like the weekly one as well. I mean, we could even make our own calendar, like draw it out. If it's just for yourself, that would be nice as well. But if you want to get it printed, then I'm sure you would have to do it a little bit digitally. What program do you use, Martina, for printing, or company? Do you use a company, or how do you print your calendars? Or is it just one that you make for your own self? Anyway, it's it's a thought that can be explored a little bit more, I think, for sure. Yeah, I much prefer the blue in that as well. So I'll go over a few of these once they are dry. Martina says, no, it's just for me, but printed by a company for photo print. Okay. Well, I think it's definitely something that we should look into. Martina says, price for one is similar to an art calendar. Amy says, I've done photos through Kinko's. I'd probably do a nicer, different format for paintings. I mean, we can actually, if we're going to do one that's just going to be used by you, then you can actually just do one with original art. I don't think there's any problem in that. And then you can write out your calendar. That it doesn't take too long either to grid it out and to write it out. So, I mean, that could be something that we could do together. And make it all hand drawn. I used to do that with my, I don't know if you remember when I had my art camps with the kids, we always made a calendar and really loved how it turned out. Okay, I'm gonna put a necklace on Patti. Maybe a little bit different to the one she has on. I'm just going to get a base color on here. And the dog, I know that some areas are probably much lighter. Let's have a look. Oh, the dog does have white. Let's just put some shadow underneath here and add a little bit of the blue. Add some shadow. Such a sweet dog. I don't know if Patty's on, but is this a beagle? Is this a mix? I think she said it was a mix, didn't she? I've done calendars before with Vistaprint. They're okay. I mean, I like the spiral bound ones that you can just flip through from one side to the other, but I don't know. I do also like, I don't know, I like the handmade ones and then just put a clamp at the top. But you probably feel bad to actually draw on them if they're handmade, but I don't think we should keep everything too precious. last year in July, we did the limited palette, and then we also celebrated businesses from like local businesses, I think. Or we did food trucks and businesses. Do you remember that? Okay, I feel like I put her eyes too high up. This is just the base. Don't get scared, everybody. So I will let you know when everything is up, but I am doing, I think I told you yesterday, a lot of workshops, and they will be available to purchase as a bulk package. They're called the summer incentives, or as individuals. Some little angel came to me and said, I think it would be good to have individuals as well. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. So instead of just doing like an 8-week course, so it's up to you how you, if you want to purchase them individually or as a group. Are you guys all painting? Is that why you're so quiet today? No, you're not quiet. You have been speaking. I know you have been speaking. Are there anything? It's Wednesday today. I have my virtual art retreat. Is anybody else doing other things today? I know Julie's got some Draw Brightons going on today. Anybody else got anything that they're busy with? Because Patricia has glasses on, there's a lot of lens which is obscuring any detail. So instead of thinking, oh, I can put the detail on, I'm just going to draw it how I see it. We still have 20 minutes, which is fantastic. I think a lot of people yesterday in the meet with Samantha, it was their first time doing upside down, which was really interesting. Amy, I'm going to look at different formats of calendars and whether we go through a company and you go through a company depending on where you are, or we actually create it ourselves. But then, which is fine, but and maybe I make one for my mom. Okay, let's just go to the dog. I want to lock him in because I can have a much darker ear here. And then more of an orange tone on his face, which I'm going to just block in over his eye as well. I guess I can go over the whole thing because everything is darker up here. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't put his paw in. Maybe I'll put his paw here, or his leg. I'm going to do it here so he looks like he's like this. Okay, Amy says, I'm interested, however. Great. Fantastic. Okay, going back to Patty's hair, I need a lighter tone blonde. Do you think Patricia was always blonde? What do you think? I have friends who are blonde, who I know that they were not blonde before, but I've never seen them anything other than blonde. Just gonna go over that first layer that I put down. All right. Keeping the light. This first layer is always a little bit messy. Isn't the truth in the roots of your hair? It is, but maybe you can get like hair touch-ups, a lot of hair touch-ups. No, I'm sure it's naturally that color. Maybe she gets a little bit of help. Good morning, Sarah. I don't know why, but today feels like Thursday, which is a good thing that it's only a Wednesday because I have lots to do. And if you weren't here at the beginning, I just mentioned that I was going to do a Zoom meet, like a sketch and draw another world. We're going to Greece because Leslie just went and she's got some beautiful pictures. And so we're going to go to Greece, and that's on Saturday morning at 7 a.m. this way. If you have lots to do at the weekend, you can still make it before you start doing all the things that you have to do. Alright, I'm just getting the volume on Patricia's hair, trying to keep that lighter area and making sure I follow the direction of her hair. And her skin is a lot more golden, so a little less gray. So I've got to figure that out. Sarah, did yours arrive yet? Your portrait? I saw that you reposted, but I didn't know if you reposted from my post or if you posted the portrait arriving. I didn't check. I didn't check the tracking. Give her some opera pink lips. And her neck is very wide, so I'm going to make that orange again. And just pull this in a little bit. Maybe Sarah's driving, that's why she can't answer. Okay, I need to go in a little bit more with my darks, but first I'm going to get the fur on the dog the right color. Well, I'm going to correct this, for example, because this is all lighter. And also make the dog come just near Patty's necklace. And I don't think his ears should be this big. I'm going to crop them. Crop his ears. So this can be darker under here. Thank you, C. Hi, C. How are you? I'm sorry it's so early. Okay, mixing up a brown for the dog's ears. Oh my goodness, look at the time. I have to go soon. Shoot. I just realized. Well, sorry it was a very quiet session, but it is very early. So I hope you all have gotten some things done of your own while you've been here listening to my silence. I will be back on YouTube at the same time tomorrow, and then Friday we have a Patreon Zoom, And then, like I said, we're going to have a 7 a.m. Saturday morning Zoom sketch meet of Greece. And that one is opened up to my Substack paid subscribers. They receive one Zoom meet a month, and also anyone who is subscribed to Patreon for the $5 a month. So that is the beginning of June, June 1st. Can you believe it? Already. Whoa, crazy. June 1st. It just felt like yesterday that we were in the midst of winter. Okay, is that going to look strange with the dog paw here? No. It's going to be fine. I'll take away that. Oh, it's very delayed. I'm looking at how delayed it is on the screen today. Okay, just gonna get some white on his body so when I come back I can continue this. And some of you I will see in my virtual art retreat, and some of you I will see tomorrow morning. I don't think there's anything else on today, unless I'm missing something. Does anybody have any sketch meets? It's Wednesday that I haven't signed up to, that you guys have signed up to, that I haven't signed up to? Anyone? 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 An hour later tomorrow. Yes, an hour later. Oh, that's okay. And Sarah says, no, it hasn't arrived yet. It's in Toronto. My package to you arrived in processing place in Canada today. Why is yours in Toronto? That's ridiculous. It should have left already. And she says, my fault that I didn't. Oh, check. I just read that. An hour later tomorrow. Yes, Meryl. And Rosalie, hello and goodbye. Sorry, we are an hour early today, Rosalie. Always check stories and check Patreon's chat, because I usually post in there if I'm going to be coming early. But I got a lot done of Patti. I think I've probably got another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to finish her. They're taking a long time, but it's okay. I'm enjoying them. I have Maria's to send out today. She bought hers, and I have Nick also, and she bought hers. So that is wonderful. They are going out today. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning on my YouTube. Bye, everybody. This one will be left open for the public, so that everyone can see that, because it was very last minute. So thanks, everyone. Bye.